Hey, what's going on, guys? MidniQ787B here. Welcome back to another episode of NASCAR Thunder 2000. This is episode 14 today for the Sirius Satellite Radio 400 at Michigan. You can already tell I've played around with the audio filters a little bit to try to accommodate the little stuff that we keep receiving about the audio stuff. Hopefully this will fix it. If it doesn't, then, well, I'll just have to keep playing around with it for the next future episodes or whatnot. Rome isn't built in a day, of course. Let's see. Speaking of being Rome built in a day, we got our R&D finally coming in, but we can't really afford to invest in anything right now, especially since we can't even get the $250,000 option anyway for the tire grip, because that's the next thing that we're gonna invest, because in case you haven't noticed, we need that. Immediately, also, as of today, Jason Mossling is no longer with us. We'll be needing a new chassis builder immediately, effective immediately, and you're, Jeff Austin, are the fit for the job. $15,000 is your salary. And of course, with a new chassis builder, of course, we're going to be playing around with what we're actually going to be playing around with the chassis first. We obviously need to build another one. 9 races take way too long. It's just, I mean, it is doable. Like, you definitely want, like, you know, 9 races will appear, but it just takes way too long. Besides, I took a look at the schedule. 7 races from now is the Brickyard 400. And that pays a lot of money, actually, to be like a good winner for that, or whatnot for that race. So it's definitely something you want to look forward to. In terms of repairing or selling, well, I kind of need to repair this one instead. So I want to make the 2 race option. Unfortunately, we could overhaul this chassis. I mean, we could. But of course, it takes a lot of money out of us. Even before the 4 race option. It is definitely plausible, but we would have to survive 4 races with no tire wear and no, you know, grip whatsoever. Like, we would have to be 50 across the board. That, I mean, our durability would be good, would be up to snuff though, but that'd be interesting. Yeah, we would have to survive Daytona and Sonoma with no tire grip at all either. So we're actually not gonna bother with that. We're actually gonna repair it instead because of Sonoma. I mean, it's gonna be 52 across the board, but it's better than nothing, of course. Gotta look at the positives that way. In terms of the engine, though, of course, we're gonna be repairing this as well. Try to make it align with the chassis. We're gonna make it $34,000 instead, because we're not gonna be overhauling that anytime soon either. Now we just got to build another car because, yeah. Pickles. Why am I modifying it? No, there we go. We're still having a nameless car because I am too lazy to come up with one. And that's basically all she wrote. Now, Michigan is not a fun track for us in Thunder 04, but let's see how well of a track it will be for us this time in Thunder 2000. Alright, so I've actually done some practice laps or whatnot. I really don't know how fast I'm going to be in terms of, like, long run pace, but I decided to go for a lower downforce setup anyway. Like, definitely like a lot lower on the fender flare and also a lot lower on the rear spoiler as well, just to get some more top end speed. Of course, the gear ratios, I try to make it close to 9,000 as best as I can. That way it can give myself the most amount of horsepower in this game. Let's see what this first lap's gonna be. Oh, well, we already kind of screwed up our second lap, I think, coming up, so we're gonna have to go towards the wall. Try to give as much running distance as we can. So 32nd the first lap, it's all right. I think we could do a little bit better than that. Wow, that car just stuck like glue. That never stuck like that before, and I was barely turning the joystick, and that just happened to stick. Wow, I'm quite surprised, really. Will I get as lucky in 3 and 4? Probably not. A little slow, but that's okay. We're going to stay right towards the bottom and just hold on to it. Without going underneath that white line. I think it goes slower there. 39.83. I mean, 26, it's not great. It's not bad, but I just hope we don't go falling back to the very far back. Anyway, on to the main show.
MRN is coming to you live from Michigan International Speedway for today's Sirius Satellite Radio 400. What can we expect in this race, Barney?
Michigan is wide with plenty of banking in the turns. You can get 3 wide pretty easily here. That always makes for some exciting race action.
Mike Skinner has had some great success in one of NASCAR's other circuits.
He certainly was impressive driving trucks in 1995. He earned 10 poles and won the championship that year. Then he followed it up with a 3rd place finish the following year before moving on to Winston Cup.
The Delphi car is having some trouble in the points this year.
And how frustrating that must be. You're working just as hard as everyone else, yet you just can't seem to finish well on race days to gain the valuable points you need. These guys need a good finish just to regain their confidence as a team.
The 77 car must have had problems in qualifying this week.
You know, I spoke with the guys from that team in the garage this morning, and they said they tried something a little different in qualifying this week. They learned their lesson, though. Stick with what works, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
So it's the Dale and Dale show that lines up the front row. We got Kenny Irwin Jr. and Bill Elliott alongside. For us, we're starting along row 13. Our teammates are somewhere in front of us. I can't tell where they're at. Oh, there's one right beside us. Hello, Joe. And anyways, we got 50 laps around here at Michigan, and we're underway. Watching that red line on our tachometer. Make sure we don't go 9,000. I'm sorry, Joe. We're going to have to go towards that bottom lane here really quick to try to get this get that position away from me, because I'm hoping it's not one of those races where I just fall straight to the back, like immediately, like no matter what I do. Oh boy, that tire grip already proven to be like, yeah, you're not ready yet to go to the front. Or am I though? Let's just see. We got Johnny Benson trying to make a pass on us on the outside. Joe, we're gonna hold Joe up a little bit just to see if we can actually get some work going here today. We got Scott Pruitt and Stacy Compton up there, as well as Kevin LePage up here as well, so they can always be a bit of a nuisance anyway for the other guys. Of course, I'm being a nuisance to our teammate. We really shouldn't be doing that much longer, but we're still keeping up it though in some ways, or at least we're keeping up on the straights. John Andretti's being a little bit of a nuisance in the way though, which I really don't want to occur. We got Ken Schrader that we just kindly said no. We're going 3 wide here with Kevin LePage and Sterling Marlin, but unfortunately we're not making passes on anybody. We're still keeping up with them though. It's just 3 by 3 back here. I just want to get around these guys. In fact, we almost kind of did. Just gotta take the. I don't know if I'm all right. Let's just find out if we are. I mean, we are fast. We just, you know, for once actually gained spots, like on the racetrack anyway. We kind of got blocked off there by Ken Schrader. The momentum just stopped. So what if we were to just go high right here and just set down low? Nope. LePage is just ready to do something very illegal. We got Scott Pruitt though. We're gonna send him to the Shadow Realm apparently. As we're, oh my goodness, by Johnny Benson. Nothing damage, but we kind of ruined our man Johnny Benson's race a little bit there. I'm sorry, buddy. We just got so many faster. We just got so many faster cars here, like Johnny Benson, Labonte, and now Ricky Rudd ready to pass us there. So that's no chance in hell we're going to be getting those spots back, I don't think, or even trying to keep up in the draft. Yeah, I don't know where my speed went, for sure. We're running 41-second lap times. It's not great. We're about a second off of where I want to be in pace. Maybe I just need to get my act together here. Once we do, we'll be able to be just fine, I think. If we have a little bit of drafting help, we'll be okay. Maybe as the race goes on, we'll be fine. So I got myself into a little groove here, and some of the faster cars passed us, like Ward Burton and Jeff Gordon. They're being held up by Kevin LePage right now, which is a huge target for us. We can try to get around him eventually, but you know, getting around these 2 guys in front of us might not be so plausible. We're getting faster. I mean, I didn't get that much practice anyway, but I'm starting to feel a little bit more like how the car actually feels and the setup actually feels. I might tighten this thing up just a little bit. It does seem to slip quite a bit. So the next pit stop, or when we get to like lap 25 or 24, depending on when we get lapped anyway, we'll go down pit road, make the car a little bit tighter. I mean, it feels fine now in this part of the run, so that's a little bit something there as I scrape the wall like an idiot. Yeah, we're still chilling in P30, which is better for you know, compared to where we started off with, you know, like all of our seasons anyway. So this is a really this is like so far a W of a day, but unfortunately we have some folks ready to, you know, figure out what Craftsman tools taste like, because they're really close to our bumper right now. But also LePage is just holding up everybody, and I really want to go make a three wide maneuver down here against, you know, Wonder Boy and of course Wood, oh boy. Yeah, don't. Shh. You saw nothing. Anyway, the tires are starting to get worn now because I think I've been sliding them around too much. But hey, 11 laps in, it's not so bad, right? So now we just gotta let off the gas a little bit more and just let the car coast. Kevin LePage is being in. I just wrecked him. Okay. So it looks like we're coming down pit road then. That was not on purpose, by the way. I didn't realize I was that close.
Come on now, you gotta kick it up a notch.
I didn't realize I was that close, to be honest. I was really hoping he would get taken out. He was, in my defense, though, he was holding up everybody. We're coming down pit road because we need to. Of course, though, we are going to be at the back now. I did say I want to make this tighter. I don't know, because of the aero damage, it's going to be a lot worse than straight line speed now because we just fucked the car up, especially on the right front because, yeah, I wasn't careful enough. Do I want to make it 28? No, I don't. We're going to keep it at 27. Hopefully that'll fix the side force as we head back on track anyway. Second to last, I think someone blew up. I'm not so sure who. Anyway, we're back underway we go. We should not be like so far dead last on pace anymore. In fact, we're actually going to try to make a pass on Chad Little before the start finish line, which is something you cannot do in real life. But unfortunately, we just don't have the speed at the acceleration anyway that I hope we would. But we have fresher tires. We could actually potentially lead some laps here because of the little tire stuff that we did. So we do have fresher tires. Oh boy, it still slides, I would say, because there's no grip after a certain mile per hour at the corners. We're gonna pass our good old friend Chad Little, and we're gonna, of course, we got our fellow rookie of the year compatriot of Scott Pruitt. We're gonna be very careful to make sure we don't hit that right front as much as we used to, and we're up inside the top 40, just like that. And there's our man Kevin LePage, the man who we just took out about a few minutes ago. You saw nothing. Don't worry about it. We just got to get ourselves back up there as best we can. Of course, our main rival is my man, Bobby Hamilton. It's probably not everyone's man, but it's my man, though. Let's go 3 wide down here. Give Kevin LePage a piece of our mind again for being always the same person that just holds up everybody every week on the racetrack. I mean, I do too. In my defense, I do too, but I don't make it as... Bro. Don't even try it. So now we got DW, the legend himself, but everyone's starting to make their way down pit road now. We're not going to be able to make it on fuel for sure, but that's okay. That's not the point. The point is to try to lead some laps before we have to come down pit road again. That way we'll be back on fresher tires at our second stint of the run. So we're going to be up to 35th here, passing DW. We got a little bit too apron happy there. And next up is Wally Dallenbach in that Galaxy number 75. I like our pace so far. Like even with the without the tire even without the tire advantage, we were still like having our own little way with this race anyway. I just got to do a better job of navigating through the field because here comes more people come down pit road. That's fine. That's fine by us though. All that's fine by us. I mean, they can do 30 laps. We can't. Because we will definitely not be making it the rest of the race for sure. Maybe if we had a fuel economy of stat of like 90, which is honestly not important in this part of career mode. Like maybe would have tried something different. But, you know, forget about it. We're going to pin our man Bobby Hamilton to Michael Waltrip. We're going to try to... I was going to try to side draft him a little bit. It did work, even though side drafting does not exist in this game. Because it wasn't a thing yet. And we're up to 28th. Next up is our other Rookie of the Year compatriot, who's I think third in the Rookie of the Year standings, Dave Blaney himself. Young Dave Blaney. Can you even say that? Young Dave Blaney. I know young Ryan Blaney is a thing, but what about young Dave Blaney? Because this is his rookie season too. As we give him a little bit more love than I thought I would give. But either way, we're up to 27th now, and oh my goodness, I deserve that. Whoa, this car is very loose now all of a sudden. My God. I think it's because of the right rear damage that made the car extremely loose, because I tightened the car too. I added wedge, which tightens the car, and all of a sudden I just have no more grip like whatsoever. Like, where did that come from? My goodness, I understand the right front would make it tighter, but the right rear is supposed to make it looser. If you have right rear damage anyway, it's supposed to make it looser. My God, I didn't think it was gonna be that bad. So yeah, we might have to think about starting to come down pit road pretty soon then, if that's the case. I mean, I don't want to tighten the thing up anymore. Then again, maybe I just took that corner a little bit wrong. Maybe that's the case. Yeah, that was probably the case. I probably just skill issued that corner. Unfortunately, though, we don't have much more speed anymore, because we just completely destroyed the aerodynamics of the car already. Like, not even halfway through the race. Well, the car feels fine, but I just gotta do a better job of trying to keep my car clean. But you know, I want to be aggressive and get some spots. We're still in 27th. We're still nowhere near like anybody like important like Jerry Nadeau in front. Like them two cars that just passed us. They're just getting their lap back on me. Both Darrell Waltrip and Dallenbach. Wow, they are not for spots. I'm actually trying to keep with them though, so I can actually stay with that draft and try to get whoever's. I think that third car in front in line is Jerry Nadeau. I don't recall. Maybe it is. Maybe it isn't. I can't tell. No, I'm about like a second to 0.3, so that probably is him. I mean, we're halfway there, and we're not stone dead last. We're living on a prayer. We're actually going to gain some points on Chad Little and Bobby Hamilton, so that's going to be good. After all, we do need to get back in 40th in points. Otherwise, we will not be able to get the sponsorship money anymore. But this has honestly been a W of a day so far. Like, no matter what happens, this has been a W of a day, because we're still using like shitty parts, and we're running a legit 27th. Like, this has been a legit successful day so far. We might be able to get 16th. Not 16th, 26th. Wow. Wishful thinking, I know. In fact, here we are. We're ready to make our little pass on Jerry Nadeau, the person who we have the paint scheme based off of. Shh, don't worry. You'll be running these paint schemes next year, Jerry. I promise. Foreshadowing much. We could pass Jeremy Mayfield as well in that 12 car pretty soon as well, but I think Jerry just has a little bit more horsepower because of those Hendrick motors, you know what I mean? Them Hendrick cars. Always so quick. Speaking of, I don't know why Jeff Gordon's been kind of lackluster in his career mode. For Jeff Gordon standards, it's been pretty bad. Like, I was expecting him to be like 2 wins at this point in his career mode, to be honest. But that's okay. I like the parity that we have, though. I mean, half of those races were kind of my fault, with DNFing much, I would say. After all, because of my DNFing, we had Stacy Compton and John Andretti win races. I think Bill Elliott did too, because of my DNFing as well. But he's been kind of like consistent towards the front, because I think he's like top 10 in points. So we're in the top 25 now. We just gotta go after Mayfield and all the others. What's concerning is the leaders have yet to pit. I mean, I gotta go down pit road soon myself, because our front tires are shot. So you know what? Maybe not like getting the 5 bonus points may or may not be worth it. Maybe they will. Maybe they won't. I do need to repair some more damage though after the next pit stop though. It's all long-term investment. It's seeing how this is like the only pit stop will make this race, or at least the planned pit stop, I should say. Yeah, 20 more laps with a half tank of gas left. It's not happening. And I'm not going to try any fuel strategy shenanigans either like I would in Thunder 04. It's just not happening, my guys. Oh, it's a logjam coming down pit road now. Let's see. Are we in the top 10 now? Yes, we are. We're in 8th at the moment. I kind of just want to just stay out and lead 1 lap. All right, I see more leaders coming in, so that's good for us. I just want to see like if I can just lead 1 lap, because if I lead 1 lap, then I'm coming down pit road, and that's it. I just hope everyone else does that on this lap, and then I'll just come on in and just get the 5 bonus points, and then I'm gonna leave. All right, so we're not going to lead the next lap. Let's see if Mayfield comes on in. I don't see any other blue dot changes on the racetrack. I don't see any. I still don't see any. I think Mayfield's coming in now. Are we going to take the lead this lap? 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yep, we're the leader now. So now we're just going to lead it. We're just going to lead this one lap, and then that's it. We're going to come on down and just take our final set of tires. Here we are to lead this lap. And now I'll see you all on pit road. All right, box. Time to come on down. Try to have a good pit stop here as well. Very good stuff. All right, I kind of want to make it a little bit tighter still, but that's okay. 27 PSI is still fine. I might make it 26. Nope, we're going to keep it as that. We're going to repair some of this damage as well. All right, good stop, folks. I know because of the yellow flag, you all had the time in the world. But now, you're on the clock.
Come on, guys. No more collisions out there.
And we're still making mistakes. When we have a good run, it's always a mistake. You know what? That's fine. You know what? All right. That's pretty good. All right, we lost a little bit of time because, you know, we decided to come down very late on the pit cycle. That's okay. We're going to be able to get those spots back, hopefully, eventually. We're going to finish a lap down this race, but that's okay. I was expecting that from the word go. So we're losing the top 35 to Dave Blaney, and we have about 5 seconds to Wally Dallenbach. I don't know where the speed came from these guys, but I guess my tires are not up to temperature yet. Eventually, I was gonna say eventually they're all gonna worn out, but I just body slammed Dave Blaney out of, I don't know, out of pure spite or out of pure stuff. But either way, we're still holding on to that 35th place spot away from Bobby Hamilton. We're not even gonna try to fight Rusty Wallace. And he's gonna take a lap for us. And now we'll only race into lap 40 to the completion of lap 49. Tony Stewart's also right behind as well. The top 2 points are 1-2. We just gotta hope we can catch. I think we're catching Wally, so that's good. That's good news there. I think Bobby's tires. I mean, especially since they pitted, you know, before we did, they'll fall off eventually themselves. So we should be fine with against Bobby Hamilton. We're gonna be fine. We're gonna let Tony Stewart go by because we've already kind of fucked up enough of the races already with all that stuff. I don't even know where my teammates are at. I've yet to see Kenny Wallace all race long. I've yet to see. I mean, I've seen Joe Nemechek, but that's, you know, he was alongside us at the start of the race, and I think he ever since I think he passed us and. Oh. I'm not sure if that's defensive driving or just me being an ass. Probably just me being an ass. Oh, here comes the whole cavalry, led by Johnny Benson. Jeff Gordon, who managed to get himself all the way back up there, and we washed up the corner. We kind of got scared of all those cars. We got yeah, I don't want to bother with any of those guys. We're just gonna wisely let them go, not get swept up by them. We have our own race to run. We still got Bobby Hamilton to defend, as well as Dave Blaney. We're trying to get ourselves up to Wally Dallenbach. I think that's him, and that little car that's right there. I think that's him. We can't keep up with this top 10 because I'm just like, I think I put a little bit too much on the tightness there, and because it's, when I try to let it drive normally, it just plows. But if I turn like I normally do, it just makes the car extremely loose. Like I'm trying to put more on the joystick, and it just wants to snap. If I don't put enough into it, it just drifts to the wall. So that's just how I feel with the joystick in this game, or at least on the GameCube version. Anyway, I know in Thunder 04 there was not such an issue. Thunder 03, it is. We're still chilling the 35th though. Well, we're catching Wally. That's the good news. The bad news is Bobby is right behind us, as we have about 4 or 5 laps to go anyway of this race. I feel like we can finish in 35th, 34th. I just got to hold off Bobby, and if I have to be defensive about it again, then I'm going to have to. I see our teammate and Scary Terry right behind us as well. They're ready to make a move on us really soon with their high amount of speed that they have. We're just going to go all the way to the bottom and try to block Bobby. I think that might have been a little bit of a mistake, because the AI tend to do that with me quite often, where they try to bait me down to the inside, which they did, and it just makes me lose the back end of the car a little bit if I try to make it turn too hard, which is what I did. Hopefully, Joe can give us a little bit of a tow and try to get ourselves up there, try to get that spot back from Bobby. I bet we can. We're gonna finish 35th either way because Wally Downback is a sitting duck right now with all the older tires and whatnot. I just gotta see if I can get around Bobby again. I think Wally Downback's a yes, but then maybe not is Bobby Hamilton. I think he's pulling away right now. There's our teammate Kenny Wallace as well. Hopefully we can kind of let him by as well while trying to defend and attack essentially at the same time. So we got Kenny Irwin Jr. also ready to put us a lap down as well. We're gonna try to use him as a tow to get ourselves up to Bobby, back up to Bobby, I should say, as we have 2 laps to go for the leaders and 3 laps to go for us. Well, I don't think we'll be able to get Bobby back, but it's gonna be 1 lap to go, sponsored by Credit One Bank. We're gonna let our teammate Kenny Wallace go by, try not to hold him up any longer than we already have done this season. Dave Blaney's gotten around Wally Dallenbach as well. I don't know where that pace came from for that 4 car, but I didn't think he would have that much long run pace. Oh well, it's just the way it is. Which is a shame. Our car's starting to come alive too, in terms of the handling, which is kind of sad, but that's okay. We'll come home in 35th. You know, we'll have a nice drink, maybe to toast for our success for today. There's Darrell Waltrip too. I didn't realize we were that close to him as well. So I feel like we could have had a little bit more time. We would have caught him as well. That's a shame. We're going to come home in 35th. Not quite the result that we wanted, but a much better race result than previous races. And, yep, we finish this time as Rusty Wallace gets himself another victory of the season.
The drivers didn't spend much time behind that Pontiac pace car today.
Well, you're right, but that just makes for a better race, in my opinion. It really makes the better drivers stand out that much more.
The Delphi car would like to have finished a lot better, I'm sure.
Well, all the guys on that team work so hard. It's a shame they couldn't get a better finish. Sometimes it's just not your day.
Join us next time for another exciting NASCAR Winston Cup Series race. So long now from all of us here at EA Sports and MRN.
So it is Rusty Wallace that takes home the victory here today at Michigan International Speedway. Ford would be very proud of winning this race, especially since it's coming from our point leader of the Blue Deuce, the Miller Lite Ford, Rusty Wallace, getting his second or third win of this season. I would say it's second, actually. We don't have as many multiple time winners yet this career mode, so definitely for sure Rusty Wallace gets it done. For us, 35th place, really, honestly, it's a kind of a bit of a W of a day, especially since we still got like 52 parts across the board. Still nonetheless, I was hoping to be a little bit faster towards the end, but unfortunately, I kind of got bamboozled by Bobby Hamilton, but that's okay. Rusty Wallace is your winner today. Well, we got $72 in happiness bonus, so I guess that's something. $167 is our purse. Race results here today. We got Rusty Wallace that wins the top 2 in points, finished top 2, and they led the most laps combined, a total of 47 out of 50 laps. We led 1 lap, so that doesn't really count anyway for us. Rudd finishes 3rd, Benson finishes 4th, Bobby Labonte finishes 5th, Sterling Marlin a rally from 6th place, Jeff Burton 7th, Matt Kenseth 8th, Jeff Gordon from 39th to 9th, and Dale Earnhardt Sr. heads up in the top 10. Our teammates finishes 12th and 16th. We finished in 35th. That's okay by us. I was hoping we would get a little bit more success out of that day. I mean, we do get like 2 points on Bobby Hamilton, so I guess that's nice because we would get 63 points rather than 61. I was hoping I would get more points than that, to be honest, but it is okay. I mean, we gained a little bit more on Chad Little. I guess that's also another thing that's also to look forward to as well, as we had the rest of the race results. And Dale Jr. blew up on lap 3. We only got up to 87,000 out of that. So, it's not great. Still not great, I would say. Like, we don't have any money. We still don't have any money. That's the biggest problem. Because we're still only, so much money, so much points behind. It's not even funny. We're actually getting close to Chad Little as well. So we basically got to make, these next few races count. We're catching these guys, like, slightly. Like, we're catching these 3. I'm hoping by, like once our stuff gets in, we'll be up to like 35th by like the very end of the season anyway. I don't expect us to be any higher by all this being done. Rookie of the race is, like, in terms of rookie of the year though, I think at this point you kind of just throw in the towel. We're 600 points behind freaking Matt Kenseth. We're still last place of the full-time rookie of the years, I should say. But that's about it. Michigan was quite a bit of success, I would say, for our career mode standards. The audio filters was, this is probably not a good idea to test the audio filters for this race, but we got Pocono for that next week, or next episode, I should say, as we head to our Pocono 500 really soon. If you liked the video, please leave a like, comment, subscribe. It helps out the channel quite a bit. We're almost at 600 subscribers, so I don't know if I'll probably do something for that. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. We'll have to find out and see. As always, we'll see you in the next one.